What's up, ladies and gentlemen, back again with another video. And today we're going to be doing a movie review on Happy Gilmore 2. Now, Happy Gilmore 2 takes place 30 years after the original. In fact, they kind of give us a little recap on what Happy Gilmore has been up to since the events of the last movie. And I guess you could say now he's like established as like a well-known golf legend, uh, spanning from the 30 years and whatnot. And he's more of a family man now. He's got his own kids and stuff. And he continues his way of golfing until a tragedy strikes in his life, which I'm not going to say what. I want you to actually go watch the movie itself. And after that tragedy strikes, it kind of knocks him into a depression. He ends up losing, his grandma's house, and basically his finances take a huge downfall, and he has to end up moving out into a much lower class neighborhood with his kids. Which in the film, I believe he has a few boys and one daughter. So yeah, he has a few sons and one daughter in the movie. And I guess his daughter has this dream that she wants to fulfill, but it requires a lot of money, I believe, per year in order for it to manifest into reality. So then he comes out of retirement and starts golfing again, but he doesn't jump. He doesn't jump right into the big leagues. He starts small by practicing with local golfers because apparently he became rusty after not playing golf for such a long time. And this movie, we're also reintroduced to Shooter McGavin on what his character has been up to since the first movie, as well as other appearances from a lot of other original faces from the first movie. Of course, this film also has a bunch of celebrity cameos in here. One of the recognizable faces on here, of course, you see is Bad Bunny. And I believe they did feature some, real life golf players in here as well. Another recognizable face I saw in there was WWE superstar Becky Lynch. But yeah, now this first half of the movie has a more, I guess, somber tone, where it's like he's kind of working on his redemption arc of, finding himself again while playing golf, and his motive for, getting the money so he could help his daughter fulfill her dream. So, that is his sole purpose. Of course, in the first film, it was to, get his grandma out of the old folks' home and get her house back. But this one, he solely is focusing on helping build his daughter's future by helping her fulfill her dream. So that's why he's coming out of retirement to make that happen. But yeah, the first half, it like I said, it's real somber. It's real sad. At times depressing. There are some funny moments here and there, and then when we get to the second half of the movie, it has a completely shift in tone. It's like I was watching completely two different movies all wrapped in one, because the first half, like I said, is real somber, real sad, somewhat depressing, and it still had its funny moments here and there. But then when we got to the second half of the film, it gets very cartoonish and very ridiculous in the second half. especially when they introduce the subplot of this new golf league called Maxi, and they have this whole thing that's going on between like the old school traditional golf players of like way back when from like the 90s, like, you know, Happy Gilmore and Shooter McGavin, to like the more modern new gen of golf players. So it's kind of like a whole thing of like the old school versus the new school type of thing that they were going for, which I had no problem with that. Now, what it got ridiculous was with how they were presenting, I guess, like the golf courses and and the whole LED screens with the, you know, digitalized effects and what I have you and things like that. You know, it completely turned into a different movie during the second half. You know, with the whole digitalized graphics and ridiculous golf courses that were in play. But yeah, that basically sums up the main plot line as well as the subplot line of Happy Gilmore 2. And like I said, this takes place 30 years after the 1996 original that came out back in the day during Adam Sandler's earlier years when he was working his way up to superstardom as a movie star in Hollywood. Now, my honest thoughts on this movie is that, you know, I did enjoy the first half of the movie because I guess you could say it could feel, you know, relatable to the characters and his whole thing with his redemption arc. But then when we get to the second half, it gets very cartoonish, very ridiculous, and very over the top. Another problem with this movie that it really suffers from is that it suffers from too much nostalgia, celebrity cameos, and rehashed jokes. So a lot of the jokes that you heard from like the first one, they basically get put on repeat in the second film. And a lot of the characters that made an appearance in the first movie, some of them do appear, and then you have, I guess, like carbon copy versions that show up in the film. Like even his children in the movie, his sons, they're kind of like just carbon copies of Happy Gilmore in the film. The daughter kind of has her own unique personality or character development, which separates her different from her brothers in the movie. But yeah, that's probably the biggest problem with the movie is that, like I said, rehash jokes from the first film. And here, celebrity cameos and pretty much capitalizing off the whole nostalgia thing. Now this movie is, well, in my opinion, because I know I've been reading the reviews and I've been watching some of the reviews myself before actually watching it, and some people are liking this movie and other people not so much. I think the movie is a decent movie, but it certainly isn't one of Adam Sandler's best movies. You know, it's definitely not compared to his much earlier films that were comedy classics. So if I were to give my overall grade for Happy Gilmore 2, I give it an overall grade of a C. So that is my movie grade for Happy Gilmore 2. What did you guys think of Happy Gilmore 2? Did you guys like it? Did you guys hate it? Did you think this was just a nostalgic cash grab for Adam Sandler? Or you actually liked this movie and actually thought it was better than the original? Let me know. Comment below. And if you want to see more content like this, I got a whole catalog of movie reviews and TV show reviews you can check out here on the channel, as well as my unboxing videos, my DVD and Blu-ray haul videos, my fun adventures YouTube vlogs, and other fun numerous content you can find here on the channel. Then be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys around for the next video. Have a good day now. Peace.